Okay, we're here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. They call me Uncle Bruce, and I wear this shirt here, this T-shirt, Bagels with Bruce. Love bagels. Who doesn't? I mean, come on, really. How can you not like a bagel? Welcome all to the program today. It's February the 16th, 2024, and it's Friday, and that means it's option expiry day Friday. Or around here, easy money payday around here is what we call that. On this channel, a whole bunch of viewers today are going, yeah, those options I wrote a week or two or a month ago, they're all dying today. Worthless. I get to keep all the money I got for those contracts. Oh, gosh. Of course, there's a lot of folks here who have been writing contracts, 1, 2, 3 months ago, and they long ago cashed out of them. They long ago bought them back well before they actually expire today. And they've rolled into other positions and are just shaking their heads going, I can't believe how easy this is to make money in the stock market by writing stock options. I can't believe how ridiculously simple it is. If you're a conservative writer and you stay in your lane, you can do really well here. Yes, you can. It does help to know what you're doing. And if you're a regular of this channel, you know the routine. Head over to the website here. The lessons are waiting for you there. If you are seriously going to become an option writer, you really want to make money in the market rather than be a habitual loser, or to be an investor that hopes and prays the stock will go up or will come back to what you paid for. If you're one of those investors, I really I feel for you, because you're in the majority of the world out there. Most investors, they're up a little bit here and there. Maybe they got money market funds and they're getting their 3% or whatever, but they're losing to inflation. I mean, it's getting hammered. And many day traders or gamblers or short-term investors are thinking they've got the right stock at the right time at the right price and it's going to go great. And they're upside down. They're behind their leverage. They're not having a good time. And then there's the issue of, well, I'm up on my stock. But should I sell it? Is this the price I should? I don't know what to sell it at. I don't know how to. When do I take a profit? Because no one at Wall Street ever says sell. Never. So you're in forever. Become an option writer. You don't have those problems, because writing an option is selling a contract first. You're selling an option contract. That's the first move you have to make. That's the hardest transaction there is, selling something. And then you're just sitting back going, I'm going to buy it back. I'll just wait for the right depreciation before I do it, knowing what I know about how the options market works, courtesy of Uncle Bruce and his classes. I know they depreciate in a time value basis because time is my friend. The running out of the clock is my killer strategy that can't be stopped. No hedge fund can knock off the clock. The clock is the clock. We all live and die by it. So I got that working in my favor. Then it's just a matter of where my options were written at versus where the stock or index was and where it is. And we pay attention around here to keep an eye on things, and we monitor our trades, and we pick our spots. But it's not unusual for option writers to take 25, 55, 85% off the table in a short period of time, or relatively short period of time, because we don't write options for 5 years. We write options for 5 days, 5 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months, 4 months, whatever we have to do. We go for premiums. We take time as our ally. We write out of the money contracts that are worthless except for time. Generally speaking, that's the plan. And we just let the clock kill those poor gamblers who are, buying contracts and hoping for a huge home run. Notice that Ryan saying, it's Ryan made a comment, and I appreciate the question, Ryan, but you're not even a member of my channel. Why aren't you a member of my channel? You're talking about how you were watching my classes and stuff, and you're not even a member. I mean, what's going on? But look, Tesla, It's running up, and you've got two 10 covered calls and an iron condor, 150, 166 with a 205, 220 put call position. It brought in 163. Now it's costing 450. How far do I roll? First, I don't know when these are expiring because you're not telling me that. But likely, your likely solution to your problem is it's a rollover. That's your answer. The question is, as you were saying here, the option chains are not working for you or not helping you. You might be looking too close in time with regard to a rollover move. There are classes for that too, obviously. But again, because without me knowing what you got, I mean, you're giving me some generic info. How can I answer it? But in the simplest way to explain it to you, and hopefully anyone watching here going, what does all this mean? Ryan is in a position where he's got puts and calls expiring, I think, in the near future, and the stock is coming higher towards his call positions, and he's wondering, if I'm going to do a rollover, how do I do it? And my answer is, don't go out a couple of weeks in time, go out months. And maybe you need to take your condor and turn it into an April or May condor, which will probably allow you to move your call strikes much higher, bring new puts into the play higher, bringing you a bigger credit, which is what you're commenting that there's one here. Well, you're going to bring in an even bigger credit than that, which allows you to roll these over. But again, I'm completely guessing without the knowledge of where you're really at. But it's okay, I guess. I hope it works out for you. Generally around here, folks who do rollovers, if you do them right, you're quite happy with rollovers. You're going, yeah, I moved my strikes up $5 each, $10 each, $20 each on my calls, or I moved my puts around. I brought in more credit cash. I'm ahead of the game. I'm further ahead than I was before I did the rollover. The problem here lies with some of my viewers, and this is inexperience, and this is just being new at the game and being overwhelmed by the whole market, and maybe watching too many other people at the same time and getting confused signals. At the end of the day, you got to keep it simple, stupid. That's the old adage, the old expression. And you also have to be ahead of the market and not behind it. And too many times I get messages from my viewers who say to me, well, I wrote these call credit spreads. I wrote a call, bought a call, and brought in a credit. But the stock has now moved up so much that it's gone right past my contracts. That means, to me, what's screaming at me is you have not even done a rollover yet. You should have done a rollover weeks ago, days ago, dollars ago, however you want to say it. You have to be on top of this. You have to be ahead of the market. You have to be aggressive. But then I get the answer about, well, I used all the money I had to create these positions, and now I have no money to do rollovers. That's not how you write options. That's not how the options market is supposed to work for you. You're supposed to have dry powder to be able to fund rollovers and or understand all the ways of doing rollovers that don't run you capital up front. There's ways to do that. Classes exist. If you haven't taken them all, how do you have a chance? Again, you are going into a sword fight with one hand tied behind your back, and you can't understand why you're losing. You're going into a gunfight with a sword. You're getting picked off before you get anywhere near the middle of the playing field. You have to really be on top of what we're doing here. This option market is not run by a bunch of pansies. The people who do this option market trading are the pros of Dover. They're the pros from Dover. They're the real pros. Every institutional entity out there has option writing departments, and these are very well educated and researched backed people with teams of assistants. You cannot come into this option market and think that you're some hotshot smarty pants and write some calls and some puts and think that you're just going to win because you just wrote something. It doesn't work that way. You have to invest some time and effort into this. The rewards are incredible. Money, lots of money. The rewards are on full display at Super Bowl. At full display. Every corporate box at that Super Bowl was either inhabited by celebrities, and who paid for their seats? Not the celebrities. Okay. So one thing about being a celebrity is that you don't pay for anything. Other people pay it for you so that you show your face to people in the corporate box or on camera. There are folks who are sponsoring these folks to do this stuff. Most of those corporate suites up there are held and funded by very well-to-do funds and corporations and entities. And quite a number of these funds and institutional investors generate a lot of money from option premiums. And that's who you're competing against. And I'm trying to give you a head start, a chance, better than 50-50 chance to make money with them, not against them, with them. But if you're not doing it correctly, or you're not willing to do it correctly, or you're lazy, or you're just looking for a shortcut trade and hoping it'll all work out, you're asking for it. I mean, you're just asking for it. I know many of you have very successful careers in your day jobs, past day jobs, and you knew how hard you had to work to stay on top of the game there, and how hard your bosses worked, and bosses' bosses, and the corporation had team meetings all the time. Are we on top of the game here, and all this sort of stuff, to the point of nausea. You have to do that with your own business. If you're going to become an asset manager of your own assets, you got to be as tenacious as you were when you had a day job. It's just that you're working for you. You have to want to work harder for yourself than for anyone else. I'm not mad, I'm not angry. I'm just saying the obvious. You got to give it. And one way to become a better winning trader is to know the game you're coming into play. And the option writing business is a very complex, multifaceted world that on one hand is simple, but on the other hand is somewhat complicated. And you need to be willing to study and learn and absorb the way of the world when it comes to writing options. Okay. Anyway, that's enough of that. Something else I was doing. I was talking earlier today on my pre-alert show for the Gold Bagel members here. I wanted to give you a quick heads up out there about the bond market. There's talk here, you know all the talk about interest rates. Supposedly we're going to go down 6 times this year, and now the March interest rate cut is off the table. A May interest rate cut is iffy. They're hoping for a June, July interest rate cut, but then they're talking about, well, they might go back up at the end of the year again. This 6 interest rate cut game is over. There will be no cuts. When the year is done, interest rates will be right where they are right now. And if you cannot survive in this current interest rate environment that we're in now, you're in trouble, because this is still cheap interest rates. These rates are cheap interest rates. Look at the Fed funds rate, indicated more like 4% than 5%. And we don't have 15% mortgages or personal lines of credit out there for creditworthy people. We really are still cheap on cost of capital. We're also rather low on inflation. We're at 3% or something like that, and it's 1/10 higher than we thought it would be, and blah, blah, blah. This is nothing when it comes to historical inflation numbers that I've been through. This is nothing. If you can't survive in a 3 to 4% inflation environment with 4 to 5% interest rates, you should be schlepping coffee at a Starbucks and just take orders from your boss and put your mind into mode, and you're done. You have got to be able to survive this environment. You have to be able to thrive in this environment, to be honest. Option writers can thrive extremely well in this kind of environment, and worse. And that's the best part about being an option writer. But coming back to the bond market, the U.S. government is having another one of these shutdown talks on, Capitol Hill, because it's a clown show over there. They can't get their act together over there. They will not get their act together under the current system as it is anyway. But there's talk now about, the U.S. government is running up against the credit wall, and here we go all over again with the threatened shutdown of the government, and no one cares. No one listens, because it's crying wolf, crying wolf, crying wolf. Everyone's fed up about it. No one believes any of these guys, what they say, because they're liars, and they stab everyone in the back when it comes to a deal on the table. Immigration 2 weeks ago. Deal was on the table. Last minute, we're not going to pass it. We're not even going to vote on it. Way to go, guys. Credibility gone even further. But here's the thing. As bad as it is, U.S. government debt is the best debt the world has, which is, not saying a lot for the rest of the planet, is it? Swiss debt's pretty good. There's a problem with Swiss debt, though. Big problem. The Swiss don't need any money. The Swiss government really isn't running much of a deficit that they need to fund from pension funds out of California. They're not coming to the Americans begging us or begging Canadians or Americans, please buy our bonds because no one else wants to in Switzerland. Switzerland doesn't need bond money. So their bonds are of a high quality. Problem is there aren't any of them available because the Swiss government is hardly issuing any. The same can be said for other countries, who know what they're doing. But at the end of the day, all the pension funds in the world, whether they're government pension funds for our Social Security and our national pension funds and so on, or if they're pension funds for civil servants, teachers, firefighters, police officers, government workers, all these entities, or pension funds for workers of IBM, pension funds for the employees of Cisco, Apple, any company around the world that is in a legitimate G20 country. These entities need to own and have bonds that generate interest income that they can add to their pot so that they can fund the payouts of pensions to their pensioners while they collect money from people still working. It's a money in, money out game, and you've got to have more coming in than going out because as time goes by, inflation means payouts have to be higher on pension funds. And that's why pension funds need to make a return. And they cannot buy crap. They cannot invest in Joe Schmo's Pizza Company down the street in your neighborhood. They cannot buy bonds from Carnival Cruise Line. Carnival's bonds are junk bonds. They can't buy bonds from American Airlines. They're junk bonds. They can't buy bonds from many commercial realty entities that own skyscrapers. Those are now junk bonds. And more bonds across the spectrum of the economy of America, Germany, France, Italy, UK, Canada, you name it, are going into junk status because the underlying businesses that borrow money for their businesses are not doing so well. Their assets are iffy as far as values go. The China real estate market is a joke. And so with COVID having given many of you the opportunity to work from home, you're not going to the office. You're not going to a business park anymore. And that means there are vacancies over there. There are huge vacancies in every office tower in virtually every city around the world. These bonds, these mortgages are backed by bonds, and these bonds are junk rated. And the problem now is every month, every quarter, bonds coming up for maturity because go to any city with 20 skyscrapers, you got 20 different bond issues against each one of those buildings. And sooner or later, oh yeah, that building over there, the bonds are coming up for renewal next month. They were issued 5 years ago. They got to be reissued now. The guys who bought those bonds 5 years ago can't reinvest in those bonds now. The building is still there. They've made their payments every month. Bonds are not in default, but the owner of that building who built it for $300 million, borrowed $250 million. They need $250 million to roll over their debt. They can't go back to the same lenders because the lenders are forbidden to buy junk bonds in their pension funds or their institutional funds like mutual funds, ETFs, insurance company money, banks. How many regional banks are in trouble because of their bond portfolios? They can't buy junk bonds. They have to buy government of Canada, government of the United States debt. They have to buy AAA rated bonds, as high a rate as they can find. And of course, the United States bond rating is dropping because it's a clown show in Washington. So you got this problem here where trillions of dollars need a place to go to generate revenue, but trillions of dollars of bonds that used to be available to these entities are no longer allowed to be invested in. Now that skyscraper party over there, that group, they're going to the junk bond market to roll over that $250 million bond And they're being told, yeah, well, the bond you issued 5 years ago you had to pay 3.5% interest on it, 4% interest on it. The junk bond market wants 14% from you guys because your bond is not a AAA rated bond. Your building is 3/4 full or half empty, or it doesn't look very good. You lost a ton of your tenants, and a bunch of your leases are expiring in the next 2 years, and none of those people want to renew their leases. They're walking. Your building's going to be emptier in 2 years than it is now. This building isn't worth the $300 million you paid for it or you built it for. It's going to be worth $100 million, $150 million. Why would I lend you $250 million against a building that I know is going to be worth $150 million? I won't. And if I did lend you money, I might lend you $200 million, but I'm going to want 15% interest because, that'll at least cover a good chunk of the money if I have to repossess your building from you. It's a mess, and this is spreading like wildfire with shopping malls, campus-type head offices, full-blown subdivisions that are being proposed by realtors to be built. Lenders are going, I can't invest in this. You're not investable for me. I can't get insurance on the bond that I would be buying to back you. No one will give me insurance. 15% bond, if I bought that 15% bond, I'd have to get 14% of the 15% to the insurance company to insure the bond, and I only make 1% return on the bond. I'm not doing it. And in the rules of my pension fund, I'm forbidden to own junk bonds. I can't knowingly buy a junk bond. My portfolio right now, 10% of the bond portfolio I've got of $500 billion, 10% of it is junk bonds. Because during the time I bought the bonds to today, 10% of my bond portfolio has turned into junk. And when they mature out between now and 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 2 years from now, when all these 50 million will mature out, I will just take my money off the table and I won't reinvest in those bonds anymore. I'll take that 50 billion and put it into government of the United States bonds only. There's a shortage of high quality debt available beginning to show up as well. And this is where it gets interesting because bond prices are rising for government debt in some cases because of the quality, which means lower yields. But on the junk side, it's depreciating bond values and increasing yields. And the pool of bonds in the junk department is growing. That is the underlying rotting apple inside the apple. The apple looks shiny on the outside, looks great, but inside it is rotting out. And this is happening globally. And we've already seen the stains show up on the outside of the apple. Japan just went into recession unexpectedly. Britain in recession kind of was expected, and it's sure enough coming true and getting worse. Germany in recession. China in depression and stagflation and all kinds of other problems. This is spreading out and it's getting worse. And this is why America is a complete anomaly right now. Why is America doing so well, they ask. It's simple. It's the only place left that you can buy a high-end government bond because the government of the United States spends more than it brings in. But it isn't spending as much comparatively to what it's bringing in. It's actually needing less money from the bond market than previously thought. And this is shocking of the bond market. The bond market can't believe it. What do you mean America doesn't need as much money? We thought the deficit was just going to be insane. The U.S. economy is so strong, the tax revenues are coming in. The stock market is at all-time highs. Do you know how much money is going to the IRS right now because the stock market is at all-time highs? The IRS is collecting gazillions of dollars because of the all-time high markets. And it's not stopping. The markets continue to go because where else are you going to invest? There are 7 stocks that the people out there think are the only 7 stocks you can invest in. That's what a lot of people think. There's only 7 stocks to buy. Everything else is crap. It's not true, but that's what they're thinking. And a lot of money is going into those 7 stocks, and they're running the market higher. It's an amazing situation we're in right now. If you're an option writer, you do and do not have to care about this. You do because you should observe it, and you should be on top of this, and you should be aware of it. But it's not going to stop you from writing options. Because if you feel that markets are ultimately going to back off half of their gains that they've had the last 3 months over the next 3 months, not in one day, but over 90 days, we could see a 10-15% slump in prices overall. A little here, a little there, a little gain, another loss, a little gain, another loss. But, we're slowly, if that's the thinking, you as an option writer are going, I know what to do. With that scenario, I'm going to write call credit spreads. I'm just going to, write a call, buy a call, and watch them shrink in value as the market backs off. Easy peasy, nice and easy. If I'm into a stock, I have Apple stock, or I own stock in another company, or I feel that the stock's topped out for a while, I'll just write covered calls on it, and that'll shelter me and protect me and bring me capital for this holding. I'm not going to sell the stock, even if it drops 10% in value. I'm not giving it up. I like the company long term. I'm going to be writing calls on this thing for the next 5 years. So I don't care if it does this. All stocks do this. All markets do this. I'll just write options and take the income, thank you very much, and compound it. I'll even buy deep in the money calls on that entity and bring income in from that in poor man covered calls, thank you very much. Or I'll do iron condors, and I'll have calls and puts in between, out above and behind the market, ahead and behind it. And just, if the markets are going down, I'll just do my condors here. And if the markets are going up, I'll do my condors there. The rollovers. Option traders don't have to worry, and don't even have to own the stock if they want to write contracts against indexes or stocks themselves. For NVIDIA, they're coming up with their earnings next Wednesday. You don't have to own a single share of NVIDIA to write options on NVIDIA. Because if you want to write a call option on NVIDIA, you're going to have to pay $750 something a share now. What is this trading at this morning? That's 75 grand. Come up with 75 grand, and you can write one call contract on your NVIDIA. Or maybe you could write put credit spreads for NVIDIA that will cost you $2,000 in capital to create, which will give you a risk of about $1,600. How would you like to just only risk $1,600 potential loss on NVIDIA? If it violently moves, badly, you would lose $1,600, and yet you can control $75,000 of the stock for $1,600. That is being done here, and that is called conservative trading. What? Bruce, come on, man. You're talking about these hedge funds out there in the derivatives market playing all kinds of Russian roulette, and you're telling me that I can do a credit spread on a put contract on NVIDIA, and I only have to put up, basically, I have to have $1,600 of capital to control $75,000 worth of stock. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Well, you stick around here long enough, you'll go, yeah, he's right. That's a matter of fact, that is right. And all you're looking for is the stock not to go down $150 a share in the next month. That's that trade. You could do a call credit spread on NVIDIA, and you could be $100 ahead of the stock and say, yeah, it'll go up, but it won't go up more than $100 a share. You want to play that game, you can play that game too. You can switch from one to the other too. I mean, if you set up a put credit spread today, and then on Wednesday, Thursday, the earnings are out, you decide, I'm going to get out of the puts and go into the call side, you can go from one side and close that out, now do a call credit spread and do the other side, and you're just going to let the stock tell you what to do, is what I'm kind of getting at here. You actually don't have to really guess that much. You can stay so far away from the stock price, like easily 15% from the stock price, to give yourself a lot of protection. This is smart investing. It's called investing. But you know what? How many people today and Monday, well, not Monday, Tuesday, I guess, because Monday's a holiday. How many people today and on Tuesday and Wednesday will buy and sell and go long calls or puts and gamble everything in one direction, looking for a home run, because they're in big financial trouble? I am certain, I know it, that there are people who are going to drop 20 grand on call options and hope that turns into 30 grand or 40 grand or 50 grand and more, if it's at all possible, to score enough money to pay off some credit cards, because they've taken credit card cash advances to play the stock market, because they did that to pay off debts that they have over here. So they're using debt at a higher interest rate to try to knock off debt at a lower interest rate. And if they can pull 30, 40 grand out of the hat, they might break even on everything. I mean, they need unbelievable successful returns on long shot bets to not even get ahead financially, to just not be so far behind financially. That's who you're up against in some cases when you're an option writer. Apart from the fact the institutions out there are preying on these people as well. It's an unbelievable business. I welcome you all to the show. 29 minutes away from opening the market. How you doing, everybody? Lame Duck is here. Second thumbs up. Richard Carlin was here. Patman is here. How you doing, Patman? Bruce, I have 3 times the viewership if Melvin wasn't doing the counting. Welcome all. Some folks not sure how long they've been here or what number they are, but they're here. Hector, Richard, welcome, welcome, welcome. Dean is here. DH, a comical name. Callum is here. How you guys doing? Bobby, Susan, there's Melvin Mayo. H. Gregory is here. Karen is here. Splair, Lorraine. Good morning, everybody. Alberto, hey, good morning, Bagel Familia. I'm here. We can begin. Almost that time to fill our pockets with the gambler's dinero. Whales keep buying SoFi. You know what? I'm glad you mentioned SoFi because I want to say something about SoFi today. Just give me a minute here to say hi to a few more folks here. Bobby, Frumler, there's Alberto again. Who else? JJ, welcome. Mandu number 5. Marie is here. Hi, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jason is here. More money. Sharon is in the house. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for popping in. Larry Titus, as always, my friend. Thank you. Amy J is here. Thank you for these thumbs ups, guys. We're already approaching 100. We're on our way to 200 again today. Thank you all. Dukin is here. Who else is here? JR, of course, has shown. Thank you, my friend. Nice to have you here. Robert Benson is in the house. Welcome all from everywhere, including Copenhagen, Denmark. Cindy B, good morning. Juan is in the house. Cow Tipper, Marcus, Waverly, TJ, Debbie B is in the house. And Yashori is they're all here. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for mentioning Alberto, thank you for mentioning SoFi. I got something that I want to mention on that. Sorry, I'm just reading something here. I'm just trying to read the comments, and here we go. Yeah, whales keep buying SoFi. There we are. I was taking a look at how many employees there are at SoFi, and then how many employees there are at some of the other banks, and just to kind of give me a rough idea. Apparently, right now, SoFi has about 4,200 employees, but that, again, is a Wikipedia listing. I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know, where that number is fluctuating with, but it's close, I'm sure. Did you know that Citibank has 240,000 employees? Did you know that JP Morgan has 308,000? Bank of America, 217,000. Wells Fargo, 240,000 employees. Goldman Sachs, 48,500. Now, when I saw the Goldman number, I went, wow, only 48,000 employees, which is 12 times as many as SoFi. What I wanted to mention here is if a company has 200 to 300,000 employees, like these other big banks, and they're much larger than SoFi, of course, you got yourself a monthly payroll number that is just ungodly. Can you imagine how much in fees they have to collect to be able to afford the salaries of these people? Plus, of course, bonuses, the office space, the equipment they use, the private jets that some of these have to be flown around in, the hotels they have to be stayed at when they go out, their meal money, their promotions. Yeah, that's right. It's like, it's unbelievable. SoFi, 4,200 employees. They got over $20 billion of capital employed. They're in the top 100 largest banks in the U.S. are probably like 75, maybe 65th largest now. They're climbing the ladder there. And they have basically 1/50th the number of employees. So for every one employee SoFi has, these huge monoliths have 50 employees. Think about that. Just think about it from your own personal point of view. If you've been working, for an outfit out there and you're getting paid $80,000 a year because you're, reasonably good at what you do, or you get $100,000, $120,000, $10,000 a month is what you're getting. You have to be making your employer more than $10,000 a month for them to pay you $10,000 a month. After all, they're not there to lose money, right? Unless you're working for the government. So, okay, you got a 250,000 employees, and you're paying them anywhere from 35,000 to $1 million a year, depending on who they are and what they are. But many of them are in that 60 to 120,000 window, give or take. Just think about how much money that they have to generate to justify their jobs. SoFi, for every dollar that they make, that they're managing, they make money with that money. Same thing with Goldman Sachs. Same thing with Citi. For every dollar they're managing, they're making money with that money. But Citi cannot make money with only $1 million a month in revenue, or $5 million a month in revenue, or $10 million a month in like gross sales. They can't make money at that level. Their payroll alone is gazillions more than that. So Citigroup and Wells Fargo and Bank of America and JP Morgan, these guys need hundreds of billions of dollars to make fees off of to pay the payroll and to ultimately make a profit for the corporation as a whole. SoFi needs way less money to pay its payroll of 4,200 people. That's what I'm getting at. And so every time we talk here about, oh yeah, SoFi is growing their deposit base, another 100 million this week, or $1 billion this month more in deposits have come in, and that the company is growing out its deposit base. Every time we see that, we have to say to ourselves, oh my God, they just turned a profit starting last quarter. Today is the 16th of February, which means we're halfway through the first quarter of 2024. For SoFi, this is its second quarter of profits. This will be SoFi's second consecutive quarter of profits, and we're halfway through it. And there's no warnings coming out from SoFi saying, we don't think we're going to make our numbers. You're not getting any of that. You never get any of that. What do you always get? At the end of the run, at the end of the quarter, they come up with their finances a month later. What do? They beat the number. They beat the number that the street assessed on them, or that they said they would do. They beat the number because they've never said, we're not going to make our number. So we're halfway through the next quarter already. And if they add $3 billion in deposits this quarter, $1 billion a month now, to their deposit base, that is increasing their profitability exponentially. Because again, 4,200 employees versus 250,000 employees. Unbelievable. Now, again, to be fair and transparent, I'm not trying to play games here. We all know, okay, and I know, that if I'm comparing Citibank and JP Morgan to SoFi, JP Morgan is not increasing their deposits by $1 billion a month. All right, they're increasing their deposits by $5 billion a month. They're that big, much bigger. They have to be increasing their deposits by much more money per month than SoFi does. The actual number, I don't even know what it is. It's irrelevant. It's all practical. But the reality, I think, is SoFi is growing at 40% a quarter in everything, all metrics. These big guys are not. And that is why SoFi keeps moving up the rankings, the bank rankings in the United States. 4,700 banks in the U.S. at least. And SoFi is in the top 75 in just a decade. Yeah, they're a fast up-and-comer, aren't they? And there you go, 4,200 employees. Without all these branches, without these skyscrapers in Manhattan, without all these building names all over skyscrapers around the world, these guys, cost of business, to be in business, is way less per employee than anyone else. And this is why SoFi's profit margins are going to be growing so much faster and higher, quicker than anyone else in their competition. Another reason to be optimistic. But anyway, here I am talking about how great SoFi is, and SoFi is off a little bit here. It was up at $865 this morning, and now it's at $841 or something. Just to make me look bad. Thank you very much. We're $841, down 12 cents on the pre-market on 1.3 million. Somebody said something. I don't know who said what, but somebody said something somewhere about something in banking, and I guess SoFi took a hit because of it. I guess. I don't know. It doesn't matter? No, it doesn't matter, because the big picture is SoFi's a winner. Goldman is down 143, and Let me take a look here. Anybody else? Was there anyone else I'm watching on this thing over here? Probably not. There we go. We're negative across the board pretty well on most of the big stocks right now. And Netflix is up $4. Fair enough. Nvidia's up 13. Again, star of the show. We all know that. Amazon, another $2 billion in stock was sold by Bezos. He sold $6 billion this week. Stock's down 41 cents today. That stock's being bought up by institutional investors. That's how big the market is. Microsoft is up 62 cents, and Tesla's up $1.80. But we've got Apple down 75, Goldman down $2, Cisco down 13, Arc Innovations down 40, Amazon down 46, Unity down 38, AI's down 4, Adobe down 160. Even Spiders, SPYs are down 39 cents. Who else is off? 360 on Facebook. Home Depot down a couple of bucks. Enphase down 330. Palantir down 38 cents, and Uber's off 124. So at the moment, that's what we got going on right now. And people are wondering, yeah, Bruce, what's the state of the market, and how are we going to do? At the end of the day, it's a matter of, are you an option writer? It won't matter what direction the market goes. If you're a good option writer, and you've been taking our classes here, you are figuring out very quickly that, it doesn't actually matter if the markets go up or down. I make money with this guy anyway. So just give me volatility, and we'll take it from there. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party. Thank you, Alberto. As always, my friend, welcome. Frumbler is here. And Alberta Tesla's moving again. JJ is here. Welcome to Uncle Bruce's Fun Zone. Mandu number 5. Marie, thank you guys, all of you, for being here, as I said earlier. Donnie, Rocket Lab and SoFi both taking a bit of a dip, considering which one is more of a buy. I have far more SoFi than Rocket Lab, so perhaps I'll go Rocket Lab. Whatever you want, Tommy. And Ryan, I may have to roll out the summer. My call spread is 205, 220. Premiums kicked into high gear the last week on me. Got it. Let's see. What else is going on here? Welcome. Oh, Chris Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, simpletons and degenerates. Good morning. Welcome. Mike W. is here. Hey, Mike, how you doing, pal? Thank you for that number 80 thumbs up. Duca, number 81. Thank you. JR, 83. Thank you. Keep them coming, kids. Marcus, 93. Thank you. Who else is here? Reporting from the shower, says Flint Creek. It's the nice smelling shower with all those nice soaps, right? Welcome, everybody. Joel Warner, number 101. Sell my house fast, Upper Marlboro. I'm number 102. Right on, guys. We're over 100, going for 200 now. What can I say? Susan, Bruce, thinking of the low SoFi employee count puts tremendous pressure on poorly staffed departments. Their employees are overworked. Some are having nervous breakdowns. It's not good. Well, no place is perfect, but, it is what it is. I know some people who work at SoFi. Fair enough. I'm sure at Bank of America, they got their problems there. And Citi's got problems. JP Morgan's got problems. I'm not saying it's a perfect world, but when I compare 1/50th of the number of employees versus these behemoths, this company, the earnings of this company are going to be phenomenal and going to grow at light speed. Anyway, there you are. Let's see what's going on. I don't know what's going on here. Oh my goodness. All right. Kind of have to make some moves here from time to time. Sorry, folks. What else is going on? David Petty, hello there. And who else is going on here? Anyone else here? Bobby's here. They reported yesterday at the close, Hector. Duca, for SoFi, it would be easier and better optically to expand upwards gradually than for Bank of America to downsize by the thousands. There you go, too. That's true. I noticed this morning that Nike is dropping 1,600 employees, and they call that 2% of the workforce. That's not layoffs. That's attrition. They're just letting people retire. They're letting people just move on. The 2% turnover is normal. Because if you have a 2% turnover of your workforce every year, it'll take 50 years to turn over your workforce. A 4% attrition rate is normal in most corporations. That's 25 years of turnover. So if any company out there says, oh, we're laying off 4% of our employees, no, they're not. They're not going to rehire them. That's all they're going to let happen. They're just going to let people go. and they're not going to replace. They're going to move people around in the organization. You go over there and you go over there because so and so retired, and this person is too ill to come to work right now, and this guy quit and went somewhere else. That's all it is. Don't think these companies are, oh, we're splitting the knife to the workforce. We're going to lay off gazillions of people. That's not true. 4% or less is pure normal turnovers of employees. That's all it is, and there's nothing to it. Okay. Flint Creek, I am the epitome of the cobbler whose kids have no shoes. Thousands of bars, 75 feet away in my shop, almost nothing in my bathroom. There you go. Amy is saying, seems like the financial sector will have some concern if rate decreases are pushed down the road. And if whispers of increases begin, lame duck, tell the SoFi works to invest in SoFi and retire. Oh, that's harsh. Amy, that's okay. You can build LT cheaper shares on the financial like SoFi. Hector, Bobby, thank you. The DK report result created a ripple. Interest rate cuts. Like I said, we're not getting any. There just will not be any. We're going to have higher inflation by the end of the year, probably by about a point higher, because all the labor increases are now going to show up. It's possible, too, that the American dollar may lose ground against other currencies because the dollar is so strong right now. Any kind of a pullback in the U.S. dollar overall, inflation goes up in America. That's a given. So there's that. Tech companies will employ as few people as possible, nickel and dime the salaries, work everyone to death, and then spend millions on hosting cloud services. People are disposable. And, of course, don't forget, if a corporation does announce a 10% reduction in the workforce, but they do it over 3 years, that is not a pullback. That's 3.3% reduction of people per year, which is less than the attrition rate. And in reality, what a lot of these companies are actually doing is on the front page of a press release, they talk about, we're cutting 10% of our workers. If it's in the back page or if it's anywhere, it may not even be anywhere, is the reality that half those people being let go are retiring anyway. They're nearing the end of their run. They're going to quit. They're going to give it up because they're cashing in. The other half might turn around and be replaced by contract workers, because a lot of corporations right now are finding, you know what, if we hire contract workers, we don't have to call them employees. And if we don't call them employees, we don't have to give them stock benefits. We don't have to give them health care. We don't have to give them all kinds of company perks. We can just pay them an hourly wage, which is higher than what we would pay them if they were in the corporation, but we're not paying all those extras. And that makes us look like genius administrators. Because remember, most public companies out there that report these numbers are run by management teams that don't own the company. They are just hired guns right up to the CEO level, including the board of directors. None of these guys, all of them together, own 1% of the damn company they're working with. They don't own it. And so all they want to do is dress the pig up to make it look as purty as possible. Put some lipstick on the pig and purty it up, run the market higher, announce stock buybacks rather than paying dividends, and run the market up, and they cash in their stock options because they're guns for hire. There's no loyalty there. Amy, 100% agree with Bruce here. Solid insight here. Zed, number 120, thumbs up. Thank you. This is why you as option writers don't have to own these stocks. Look, if Apple is going to let 20,000 people go and replace them with 10,000 consultants, that's a smart move for Apple. It's just a smart business decision for Apple. But you don't have to own the stock to get a gain on that news, if that's a gain. You just be a credit spread writer and play that game. Yeah, don't ever have to buy the stock. Hector, Uncle Bruce, we are swimming in a market operating at record highs. Is this not the time to make the time factor of our option strategy into the assassin? Right on, Honeybee. Thumbs up 121. Thank you so much, Honeybee. Look, like I said, if the markets are at all-time highs, which they kind of are, Not for every single stock, as you now know. You've been here long enough, you realize not every stock's at record high, Bruce, just the indexes. That's right, just the indexes. You might not want to be long right now. You might not want to be owning any stock. Fair enough. Maybe you don't want to own any ETFs or index funds, something like that. Well, then how are you going to make money on the market? Well, how many of my viewers have said to me, Bruce, I love this game. I tell you right now, I have gone with what you've talked about now for months and months and months, and it's working perfectly. I'm in cash. I get interest on my money because of the brokerage firm that I'm involved with. I got a margin account. I get interest every month on my cash balance. I can even move my money into the app's own money market fund and get their higher interest rate, daily interest on the balance. And then I can use that as my margin ability to write cash secured puts or to do credit spread trading. And I don't have to worry about the stock taking a bad day today, or an announcement coming out about, Cisco missing their target or something like that, or worry about, oh yeah, we sold just as many computers as we thought we would, and we made just as much money as we said we would, but the next quarter we're not so sure about that, and the stock goes down 15%. I don't have to play this game. I don't have to be the sap that holds that stock and watch my account go ugh like that. I'm a spread trader. I'm a condor trader. I will adjust my option positions based on the movement of the market if I have to, but I'm a cash guy. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Mr. Premium, the options. It's time to fill our pockets, Bruce. That's what it's all about. Dude, thumbs for you, Bruce. Thank you all for the thumbs ups. Thank you all for letting me know, how you doing. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. Thank you for the love and for all the kudos and all the kind messages. Auntie Jen, thanks you all so very much for being part of this channel. Those of you who've become Gold Bagel members in the last couple months, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. If you're becoming a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member, welcome to the party, pal. If you've become a subscriber to the channel, we thank you too. The subscriber count is growing. Our membership numbers are growing. And those of you taking classes who are taking seriously this business to change your life forever, way to go, man. Like, way to go. Taking the classes one by one by one by one. Nothing's going to stop you. You're moving forward and you're becoming more knowledgeable about how this market works, thinks, reacts. The whole thingy, learning all kinds of tricks about how to buy stuff and sell stuff on stink bids, stink offers, how to read trends, how to spot, overpriced things, or where to pick your spots. Or, I mean, it's endless. It's absolutely endless how many of you have come so far down the highway to become successful option writers and traders of the markets. You're just getting schmata out there. I love it. Thank you all for joining us, and let's get ready to take some moolah off the table. It's the last time we could do it till next Tuesday because we're closed on Monday. So, have yourself a wonderful President's Day, or in Canada, Family Day, or whatever it's called in Canada. Thank you all. We just went member only on the commentary, so thank you, members, for being here, and appreciate you all hanging out. This is good stuff. Cool beans stuff, everybody. Fun times at the OK Corral. All right, $4.90 on Rocket Lab, $8.35 on SoFi. I don't know why it's down 17 cents. It just is. We got GameStop down 14. We've got Matterport at $2.50 now, up a couple pennies, 3 cents. 23andMe is at 82 cents. Spire 11.80. We've got Apple down 99 cents. We have Goldman down 2.37. Cisco down 11. Tesla's up 1.32. ARK down 54. Microsoft up $1. Pfizer up 4 cents. HBQ down a quarter. Google down a penny. Amazon down 43 cents. Nvidia up 10.91. 7.37 a share. Unity down 49, AI down 17, Adobe down 99 cents, Netflix is up $4. The spiders are down 50 cents. The Qs are up 41. IBM doesn't show a change at the moment here. Meta down 5.50. A share was up 10.75 yesterday. Vatic up 1.84. Home Depot down $2. Enphase down 3.60. was up 470 yesterday. Palantir down to 48 cents, and Uber down 127. There we are right now. Wholesale prices post biggest increase in 5 months, PPI shows. Inflation fight not over. That was a headline 15 minutes ago. Yeah, well, crap happens. Yeah, no kidding. We're not going to get a 2% inflation rate at all this year. There is no dang way that's going to happen. So if your portfolio is dependent on inflation going to 2% and it's dependent on interest rates being cut 6 times this year and is dependent on all kinds of other assistance, you're dreaming Technicolor. Not going to happen, baby. You're going to have a tough time with it. But if you become an option writer, you don't have to care. You don't have to care. It's unbelievable how easy this is. Congratulations, everybody. We're down 119 on the Dow because of those headlines. We're down 5 on S&P. We're up 21 on NASDAQ. And crude is up 58 cents a barrel. There it is. That's the story. And what can I say? Housing starts post sharpest drop since April 2020. Big deal. Tell me something I don't know. Okay. Rates. The U.S. 10-year, 4.3% up from 4.25 today and up from 3.9, a couple weeks ago? Yeah, rates are going higher. The U.S. dollar is slumping a little bit. No, I'm sorry. The U.S. dollar is climbing. I take that back. It looks like the U.S. dollar is climbing on the euro, and it is climbing on the pound. Yes, these currencies are getting hit against the U.S. dollar because of higher rates. That's what's going on. Got it. Europe is up. FTSE up 1.5%. German market up almost 0.5 point. French market up 0.4 percentage point. So we got some gains in Europe, but in the U.S. at the moment, slight losses. 0.3% for the Dow, 0.09% lower for S&P. Big deal, 5-point drop. NASDAQ up 24 points. All right, there it is. We're going to be open in 3 minutes. Our friend Larry Titus is going to hit the bells, as he always does, and that signals the beginning of the third Friday of February. Option expiry date today, kids. Volatility is built into this market. Let's get ready to rumble. I'm excited. Some of you here are going to be quite happy today. Some of you are going to be making rollovers and making moves, and I think you're going to make money. You can make money if you play it right. Absolutely, I love it. Let's see, dude. I think it remains to be seen, but the market's going up. I would not be fighting the upside. Election year and everything. Hector, Uncle Bruce, owning stock or choosing to write spreads. We are still always writing, or are we becoming picky? We're always writing, yeah, but we're writing carefully. We're writing wisely. We're not on the line of a stock or an index. We're either way ahead or behind it, and we are taking the risk out of the trade, taking the time weapon into our pocket, and winning on both fronts. That's the key here. Splair, let's rock. Susan, I know this is hard to answer, but what is the best number of contracts to write on one stock if you're conservative? I have 60 grand I'm playing with right now. Well, Susan, I mean, you're playing with enough money to live full time off the option market if you play it correctly. But if you've got the ability to follow a number of stocks at the same time, because you're doing this full time, or you're working from home and you can keep an eye on the market, well, then you can have more than one stock or one index, going at the same time. Now, if you're going to use, $15,000 per option position, you might find that you can write, say, 7 $2,000 NVIDIA positions at one time. That's 14 grand. You can then perhaps do 15 Apple positions with a $10 spread. I'm talking about credit spreads here. Puts or calls, doesn't matter. Up to you which way you want to go. If it's a $10 to $20 spread between, the call or put you write versus the one you buy, to give you a maximum credit, and you're out in time a month or two and you're looking for depreciation halfway back and then roll into something else, you might be able to do 4 positions at the same time, 15 grand per. You might do 5 at 10 to 12,000 each, giving you that kind of position. It's totally up to you how you're going to manage it. going with one position only and winning is a great feeling, but going into 4 or 5 and having one or two really come together for you, a couple putting up a little squawk that you have to work on, and one kind of hanging around a little bit, very manageable. And you're always revolving and constantly adjusting and staying on top of positions. This is one of those things where a one-on-one comes in handy as well. It depends. Anyway, a dude, SMCI had a most options ever traded yesterday. I think it's a gamma squeeze. Robert, it's interesting how most old timers have been saying rates is not going to be cut in the near future, while the youngsters talk about 3 to 7. Yeah, that's right. Experience. Buke, I don't think the market is ever going down again. America can't lose. Nothing can possibly go wrong there. You're probably right. How can anything go wrong in America? Nothing. Touch grass, Alberta. Did you get John handled, or was that spam? Larry, we've rung the bells. We're open. Neat from Richard. And Larry, blast off time. We're open and we're running, baby. Welcome to the party, pal. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining in. Today's markets were open. Let's see what happens. We were down 100 points or so on the down going into the opening. Will this last, or we go, do we stay low for 5 minutes and then we go straight up again? We're about to find out. Yes, we are. Giddy up, kids. Let's see what this market brings us all. I've got SoFi at 846 or so. It looks like SoFi was at, 832, 830 at the pre-market, now 845. Here, we'll see if it runs to 9 today. Certainly could. We'll see what happens. Where is he going? Go up today or Tuesday, just going up. It's going to go up. I mean, who's kidding? SoFi is going to 10 plus. That's a fact. So just, whenever you're ready. Okay. 97-point drop on the Dow. Okay, a minute or two into the market here. Down 16 cents on Spire. Uber's down $1. SoFi down 7. GameStop down 2. Hardly a problem here. Rocket Lab is 497. It's up 8 cents. Almost 9 cents. AI down 34. Spiders are negative 71. The Qs are negative 26. Apple's down 30 cents. Big deal. Enphase down 66. AMD up 4 cents. Adobe down 478. Too early to tell the direction of this market. We're just getting going here. Let's see what this market brings us as we kind of get going. I have with a little portfolio, one main cow, 200 strong spot for 5,000 to write on occasionally, plus 2 credit spreads on it. Added to that here and there, 100. I plan the next one at 200. SoFi right on. Alberto, Touchgrass. I checked Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. Couldn't find it. I prefer to help with a few bucks than not and find out that someone went hungry. Again, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. There's a lot of private conversations going on, and I try to read the comments. Maybe I have to pre-read these in any event. We're down 126 on the Dow, third of a point. And S&P down 8 and NASDAQ down 21. Option expiry date today, okay? Third Friday of February. Don't forget that all day long. Do not forget that all day long. We'll be watching for shenanigans out there. What's going to happen and how is it going to happen and everything else. SoFi, 841 down 12. Okay. The low of the day, 840. High of the day, 848. It's a very quiet opening here on SoFi. And that's the story. I'm sticking to that story, guys. See what's going on. Welcome all. Welcome all. All right. Oh, it was probably spam. That was spam. I blocked that commenter. Yeah, that is highly inappropriate, totally out of bounds, pure BS. Avoid. I mean, who would have thought? Who thinks about going onto a YouTuber's live channel and asking for help? I mean, come on, really? Really? And that was during the pre-show when anyone could comment? Yeah, not a member. There you go. Okay. Yeah, pure bunk. Anyway, spam and lurkers and all kinds of troublemakers. Tons. Oh, yes, Bruce. Susan, I've been waiting before doing a one-on-one here. Wanted to make enough mistakes so we have a good list to go over. We don't want to sit here and just have a coffee and just talk to each other about the weather. I mean, let's talk about my mistakes. You let me know when you're ready. We'll try to figure something out. It's totally up to you guys. My thinking is if you've got 40 grand or more, you could theoretically quit your day job. It's that lucrative a business, the option writing business. If you've got 40 grand or more in assets or cash, you could theoretically write enough contracts, enough credit spreads, cash secured puts, a combination of different strategies to not work anymore, which just blows my mind all out of the water because how many people out there have a $35,000 car or a $25,000 car and they're driving Uber full time, right? Trying to make a living off a $25,000 asset, but working 80 hours a week behind the wheel, and taking every chance under the sun, getting hit by somebody, having mechanical failure, uh, getting caught in traffic jams, upset customers. I mean, every risk that could possibly happen to an Uber driver is just endless. Where being an option writer, you don't have to have 80 hours a week of your time involved here. You can take these classes while you're learning to do this. Many folks do the classes, hang out here a while, work from home, maybe work part-time first, then quit that job to be full-time here. I mean, however you want it. For those of you who want to retire earlier, you're in your mid-50s and you want to stop working now, and you've got 120 grand in your 401k, but you need income to live off of, and you don't want to take out of your 401k, for tax reasons, you can borrow against your 401k. Before you quit your job, you borrow whatever you can out of that 401k, put it into your account, maybe knock off a few high interest rate credit cards to lower your cost of living while you're now going full-time into writing. And you start to write options, and you do that for a few months, and you start building a little option revenue from the outside of the account, of course. And you realize, yeah, there's more money coming in than my paycheck. I can let go of this job and get rid of that stress and that angst. Absolutely. And I'm paying myself back in payments every month to my 401k. I'll do that for the next 2-3 years while I'm generating the revenue I used to make at work. For some of you, it's doable immediately. For some of you, it's like, I'll do this over the next year. We'll see how it goes. But unless you take a look at it seriously, you're never going to know if it's possible. Anyway, welcome, everybody. Brian, good morning, everybody. 137 Touchgrass. I'm a stupid man with a big heart. Thank you, Uncle B. It's okay, buddy. Bagel Babe, at least pay Uncle Bruce if you want to troll. Send money to me. Don't send money to those guys. White Feather, Touchgrass, not at all. You and Alberta are the hope for humanity. Realize profits. I have made every mistake possible in the stock market. I'm ready for the next level. Rock and roll. Alberta, Touchgrass, not stupid. It's something the world needs more of. It's compassion. That's true. And that's what these trolls are looking for. They're looking for people with compassion to take advantage of. It drives me nuts how evil some people are with these kinds of stunts. I'm not impressed. If I would live in the U.S., 20th call writing, 10 hours call writing, 10-hour Uber if the income is enough. Let me use 20-hour call writing. Okay, only to see something from the States. John, I must be a chicken. I limit each contract to 5% of my portfolio, and there's nothing wrong with that either. That is also very conservative and very commendable. There is no one answer to this, okay? There is no one answer. How much of my portfolio should I put in one option trade? No single answer is the correct answer. It's each individual's personal tolerance and situation. I'm just here to help guide you. You got to give me a chance to help you. There you go. Robert, a volume on SoFi calls ending today. A strike 850s, 21,171, and $9 contracts, 11,772. Splair, right, 20 hours at least. That would be a perfect week. There you go. Anyway, Uber drivers. Oh my God, the horror stories of Uber drivers. They work from 40 to 80 hours a week behind the wheel. They make $1,000 a week after everything is said and done, and they work out the money, and they're making $20 an hour, but their car is getting beat to crap. Their vehicle, they're losing $1,000 a week in depreciation on their vehicle, or $2,000 a month depreciation, $24,000 a year depreciation on their vehicle. Was worth 45 grand. At the end of the year, it's worth 25 grand. Next year, it's worth 10 grand. Then they can't drive it anymore because Uber won't let them drive a beat up older crap car. I mean, it's a losing scenario. You're just getting crushed. Option writing, good for the soul and mind. You can take walks. You can take your account with you wherever you go. You can do your shopping during the day instead of after hours. Talk about avoiding rush hour shopping trips, Saturdays at the Costco. Avoid those crowds. Shop on a Thursday afternoon at a Costco with your phone in hand. It's a different life, but you gotta want it. You gotta want it. There you go. Lame duck. I explained to people to use their assets at 401 to bring in money a month. Brian, did Ryan Cohen buy SoFi yet? Good question, dude. There is a very large short interest on AI as well this week. Best to just see what this market does today, not to too hasty on any of the rolls. Patman, I bought 3,000 shares of Rocket Lab at $4, thanks to Uncle Bruce's guidance. Still learning how to write calls, but things feel pretty good. Thanks, Bruce. Way to go, Patman. Nicely done. 507 on Rocket Lab right there. There's a $3,000 gain on your position so far, and let them run to 6.5, and maybe you'll write 7s or 8s and bring in $2 a contract up there, which against your $4 original cost is a 50% return in one option, right? Yeah, that's not a bad deal. It's called making money with your money. There you go. Not a lurker saying, well, you guys can read that. As Splayer, my dad had a similar issue with his own company as a craftsman and garden man, getting paid, but no one thinks about the car and the tools he's using. Yeah, that's it. Good morning from Not a Lurker. Brian, Patman, nice work. I bought some at 409 and I'm up nicely too. I can only imagine your value. Well done. Splayer, that's disgusting. With cash, there's only the tax issue where everyone goes through, whatever. Dude, I have been a member of this channel for 17 months. Thank you, my friend, for mentioning this. A Gold Bagel member talking right here. Without Uncle Bruce, I would be lost in this market. Keep your eyes on the prize, folks. It's about building wealth, and Bruce knows it. Stick with this group and really learn. Kind words, my friend. Appreciate that very much. And like I say, I appreciate all of you who've been here as long as you have. I know that today is the 16th of the month. This was the day back in March of 2021. So that's what, 35 months ago, I guess, that we launched memberships for the first time on this channel. I think it was the 16th of March, 2021. And welcome to those of you who are still here from that day. Many have, come and gone and rolled over and all that. Typical. It's completely expected. I think at the end of this, is at the end of December is where I launched the Gold Bagel members. That was like December 29 or something like that. Not sure if it was the same year or not. I can't remember. Anyway, there you go. One, I agree with that statement, and thank you so much, Uncle B. Thank you. Debbie B, I've been a member for 32 months. Rock and roll, Debbie B. Yeah, making money. Spire, 1186 down 4. SoFi's up 3 cents. 856. We're plus on the SoFi. GameStop down a dime. Rocket Lab 501. AI 3022 up 18 cents. There you go. We're seeing some gains here come through. Dow's off 168. Okay, fine. That's what you want to be. We don't care. Do what you want. We've got what do we got? S&P down 11, and we've got NASDAQ down 18. Oil down about 70 cents at the moment. Wholesale prices post biggest increase in 5 months. PPI shows the inflation fight is not over. Duh. No kidding. Flint Creek here from before memberships. Rock and roll. A different username. I was once a lurker. See, there you go. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support of this channel and following Jen and I for as long as you have. It is very much appreciated. The membership numbers, fantastic. The fact that we have more Gold Bagel members than Chillin' members, that's incredible. Absolutely incredible. 142 thumbs ups are in here so far, 58, and we've got 58 more. We got 200. Thank you all for coming through for us. 257 of you are watching. That means 100 of you have not given us a thumbs up. Shame on you. Help us out, please. Don't let Mr. Strickland catch you red-handed. He's going to want to see your thumbs up pass. He's going to give you a pink slip. Don't get it. You might not be able to go to the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. I mean, come on. What are you, crazy? Don't do that. Welcome to the party, everybody. It's nice to have you here. Great to see you all. And remember, all crusaders must adhere to these people right here. Do not make the Knights of Ni angry. That is the dumbest move you can make. It's the one thing you must remember. Just one thing. Don't make this guy angry. Get yourself on the right track with these people. Thank you all so much for popping in here and joining me. And for the knee emoji attacks from time to time, there's Hector doing it. There you go. My problem is deciding which strategy to choose. I've never wrote a cash secret put or put credit spread. I've never done it. Don't you have a practice account? Can't you play at the same time, one of those? You could do that, can't you? I mean, come on. Hector, I've been hanging around here for over 30 months. Wow, that's awesome stuff, man. I love you. Flint Creek, all my close buds know who Uncle Bruce is. Dude, I lurked and speculated for years. Take the lessons, folks. I was a lurker, and I watched as everyone learned how to do it. When I saw the proof, I joined in. Robert Benson, what you are doing, Bruce, is truly amazing. Learning people a skill, teaching people a skill, which can change a person's life. Thank you, Robert from Copenhagen. DH, neat, Larry, neat, Melvin, neat, Batman, neat, dude, neat. Here come the knee emojis. Get out of the way, everybody. You're going to get hurt. Thank you, everyone. And keep it going, guys. Make some money out there. They're handing it to you. We're down 140 on the Dow. It's down 16 on Spire. Uber is down 193. It looks like Uber drops every morning and then later in the day pops up even higher. Isn't that been a pattern lately? SoFi 851 down 2. So GameStop down a dime. Rocket Lab at 497 up 8. We go. We're going to see this fluctuations all day long. Patman, I've been a member for 30 months. 30 months. I love that. Thank you, Patman. 2.5 years. Why are people members of this channel? This is a Gold Bagel member too. Why are people Gold Bagel members for so long? $25 a month costs you to be a Gold Bagel member. $25. You got to give that to YouTube. I don't get it direct. It goes to YouTube. Then they give me $17.50 of that. They keep $7.50. That's how they keep this channel on the air. That's where the money comes from that this channel lives off of for YouTube. But they don't make money off of me from advertising. I mean, 242 of you are here. How much advertising revenue is this? A couple of bucks, right? Memberships. Thank you all. That's what's keeping us going here. Appreciate it. Hope we can make you more than $25 a month. Brian, I just wrote my first cash secure report last week on Rocket Lab. I wrote a January 2026 $4 strike for $1.25. I'm folding my arms now. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Where is that? What's it trading at now? What's your cash secure put trading for right now? Stock's around $5. Is it lower? I think it is, isn't it? I mean, I don't have it up here. You guys have option quotes that are more accurate than me. I'm just sitting here with Market Watch. Way to go. Yeah, baby. Those of you who've written $5 puts, I'm sure you're doing well too. Any of you written more higher puts that I'm sure you're doing well. Nice job. Jan 26, huh? Well, according to my quote system, which is behind, I'm showing them at 80 cents, 80-cent bid. Look, and that's too high. They're going to go lower than that. This is great. I love this. Sold them for $1.25. They're now bid 80. That's a 45-cent gain, which is more than a third. Already more than a third return. Not bad there for a week so far, huh? Way to go, Brent. This stock goes to 550, 575. These things will go to about 50, 55 cents. You might take them off the table at that point. Maybe you might write sevens at that point. Just roll them up for a bigger premium and sit on those. I don't know. We'll see what goes on. Brian, well done. Corinne, neat, one. Neat. Earl Harwell. Good morning. Hey, Arl. How you doing, pal? Brian, thank you. Spur, I bet part of it goes into alphabetical stock. At least YouTube is part of it. Am I wrong? It goes into Alphabet stock. Oh, yeah. Well, Alphabet owns YouTube. So, it's the mother company, of course. Splayer, you need realize great, Brian. I can't wait till I'm on the flow of things here, Brian. Unfortunately, there is a huge spread. Yeah, don't worry about the spread. Don't worry about that whatsoever. You're not buying them back today. Just they're going to keep crashing. You're going to be fine, Bobby. Cash your puts on cart. Wrote for 85 cents, bought back for a nickel. Nice job. Odin's Pumpkin. I wrote a March 15th cash secured $6 strike for $2. Looking good. This was about a week and a half ago. Nice. Alberto, which class should I start out with, Bruce? Any thoughts? I know. I don't want to make you mad, but do you know what class number I should start with? Should I start with like number 17 and then watch 16 and then watch 15, or should I watch like number 9 and number 10 and then number 8 and number 11 and number 7? Like, where should I start, Bruce, with this course of yours? These classes of yours that you've numbered 1 to 17. Can you help me out, Bruce? Please, I need your help. White Feather, snake bid for NVIDIA put spread filled at the market open. I wrote another one for next Friday for a stake offer. Here we go. Come here, kitty. Come on over here. Well, go on there. Nice going there, White Feather. Option writers. Oh, you kids. Alberto, I'm laughing my ass off. Start with number 1, folks. Number 1, I'm telling you. Listen to me. Marie, question, Bruce. I have a 620, 640 NVIDIA credit spread that I set up on Monday. This has got to be a put credit spread. So it's only been 5 days. But since the stock price is rising quickly, will the contracts shrink even faster? They haven't shrunk yet. They will. Yes, they will. The question now, how long are they good for, in time? But yes, they will do that, obviously. If the shares, we get NVIDIA out here on Wednesday and they blow the doors off of everything and they announce what I think they're going to announce, which is they're going to keep buying back their stock. They're going to announce expectations of greater greatness. 800 a share, 820 a share could be possible by the end of next week. Could be. Well, that would take your contract so far out of the money that the shrinkage will be noticeable. So you're just fold your arms and just go, okay. Yeah, I'm here. $7.31 a share right now, and I got 620.40 put contracts. Wrote the 640s, bought the 620s, and took in some premium. And let's show me what you got. Let's see what's going on. Keep me posted too if you need with emails. Giddy up, everybody! Welcome all. It's like a Japanese book. You always start at the end, Let's see. Brian, classes. Start at 3, go back to 9, then 1 to 10, then back to 2, and then 14, 15, 16. Common sense tells you that's how you do it. It's kind of like, it's like opening a safe, 3 different numbers. That's how you watch the classes. Or you could just start at number 1. There you go. White Feather, Alberto says that's the way. Get the dinero. White Feather, yes, indeed, amigo. Yeah, betcha, baby. Odin's, that was Rocket Lab I was talking about. I figured. Susan, my Investor Business Daily digital and newspaper subscription is $300 a year. Uncle Bruce Gold membership is $25 a month, which is $300 a year. Okay, which one makes you more money? There you go. Which one is live on the air every day the market is open? Which one can you ask direct questions of and get answers? There you go. You decide for yourselves, kids. We're down 131 on the Dow. Okay, cool. End of the world? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't quite look like the end of the world at all, interestingly. Okay. We're down 19 on S&P. We're down 100 on NASDAQ, and it's option expiry date. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Bagel Babe. Okay, assume the position, a.k.a. fold your arms. Peak Bird classes 11, 12, 17 might be good if you have a good understanding of options already. Realize profits. Is this right? Sell SoFi $12 puts for January 2025. Credit is showing $41.99 for 10 contracts. Is this accurate? Well, a $12 put is in the money. The stock is, what is trading? $8.31. So this is $3.70 in the money, approximately $3.70 a contract. So 10 contracts is $3,700 in the money, and the rest is premium. Not a lot of premium there. I wouldn't be writing that put contract for that. I wouldn't be doing it. I'd be writing closer in for more premium. I want more than just pennies in premium. I want dollars. So writing eights or nines or tens is where I'd be going. Not 12s. But that's just, you can do whatever you want. Not a lurker. Uncle Bruce, what class should I take to learn how to buy stock? Start with lesson number 1. Susan, IBD plus UB is the best combo needed. And Bruce's bargain, as I get to watch him every day. Dude, volatility on NVIDIA is 90. So that's the lead up to earnings on the 21st. Premium should shrink after that day pretty quickly. So there you go. Stock could either go up or down. $90 a share, maximum volatility, $180 spread. It probably won't even do that much. And it might run down first and then run up. It might run up and then back off. It might not do anything. So good luck with all that. But hey, if you're way out of the money, 620, 640, 610, 630, 600, 620s on the put side, I like that position. I don't mind it. Alberto, realize what? Premium. Brian, they don't like 850. Not a worker, allowed. Realize. Yes, premium for 10 contracts. I was just testing it right now. Alberto, premium strike equals below current value and fees is, by the way, says Alberto. All right, 832 on SoFi, down 22 cents. Uber down 265 to 78.74. Spire 1164, down 26 cents. Dow's down 150. GameStop down 23. Rocket Lab down 4 cents. AI down 93. So we've got a little selling here again. It's option expiry Friday today. Welcome to that party all day long, third Friday of the month. Welcome all to the show. Oh, yeah. Realized profits. Okay, right closer. I'll plug the numbers in. Maybe look at January 25s instead of 26s. Look at something for the fall. Closer in to the fall. Maybe something like that. Splayer, how to buy stocks like Uncle Bruce should open the class 0, the kindergarten class or preschool. Dude, the PPI came in 5 times higher than expected and is still this market. I wonder if it's going to hit these markets. Robert, October SoFi $8 put, 129. That's a nice credit for an $8 put. Put up $800 and get 129 back. And it's an out of the money put. It's worthless. Stock stays up over $8 between now and October. That is worth nothing. You keep $129 for every 800 you put up. That's a little over 15% return for 8 months, 7 months, and you're not going to wait till October. You might be closing this option out in the next month or two. Stock goes to 950, 1050. Just does that on the next earnings report coming up. We're halfway through the first quarter of 2024. This thing hits $10-11 on the next consecutive quarter of profits. That contract's 50 cents. Yeah, you got a nice profit waiting for you there. It's up to you. Realize the light bulb will turn on eventually. I'll get it. Rock and roll, everybody. Dude, Tesla is starting to come off. Looks like hopefully it's Ryan is in the clear. Well, we'll see what happens. 157 down dip on the Dow. 23 on S&P. NASDAQ down 120. All right. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, and I'm glad to see you all here today. Opportunity knocks. Simple as that. Absolute opportunities are knocking everywhere. And welcome to the option writing party. This is a whole different market. There's no stress here. Really, there really isn't. It's a group of very well-trained, patient assassins picking off profits left, right, and center, going to this website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, checking out the classes, start at number 1, learn how this thing works. Call it a college course. For many of you haven't been in college in decades, years. This is the cheapest college course you're ever going to get. You don't need $50,000 a year to get into this thing. $150 a class. Take the next one when you're ready. I mean, really? That's it? I mean, give me a break. Yeah. And then hang out with these kids and paper trade some of these trades to see for yourself if they work. It's pretty easy to follow what people are doing here. Yes, Brian Bezos sold another 12 million shares of Amazon for about $2 billion. He sold 3 times this month. He still had like 700 million shares, so basically he has unlimited money in his bank account. That's funny. Hector, neat. Patman, today's not a good day to write, huh? It feels like I should be watching until next Tuesday. Yes or no? It's always a good day to write. You never know. We may have a rally here at any time. And we get a solid couple of 100-point rally. You might just be picking off some options. Who knows? Never say never. And you know what? With credit spreads, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Good or bad day. Sometimes a bad day is what you're looking for. It's exactly what you want. Think about that. Think about put credit spreads on a bad day. Might be the right time to do that. Batman, you're always in business. You're always potentially ready to do something. Giddy up, kids. We are sitting on thumbs up count number 154. 154 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for helping out. Keep them coming in. Get us to the 200 mark today, if you don't mind. Being a Friday before a long weekend, that would be a terrific thing. Thank you all. Welcome to the party, and Jen and I pass all of our best regards and best wishes to all of you for a great, relaxing, long weekend this weekend. For some of you, it might be party time. Others, just visiting with some friends or just hanging out with people you love. And maybe you're all by yourself, and that's even better for you. It works. However it works for you, kids, make it work for you, and get ready to become richer, because if you're an option writer, you're going to make money. That's probably what's going to happen here. You're going to make money. Yeah, kids, thank you all for being part of the group here. Watching these markets and see what they want to bring us. It's easy. We're easy going. Take money going up or take money going down. However they want to hand it to you, you're just going to take it. Why not? The VIX is up 31 to 1432. A little concern there, but nothing serious. SoFi 836, low of the day 827 today on SoFi. Alberto, always right. Patman, thanks, Bertie. Dude, I know I wrote, and now shrinkage, baby. Brian, GameStop, cash secured put, January 25, $10 strike, going for $1.99. You can buy the stock for $8.01 on a cash secured put if you got exercised for Jan 25, 10 months. Bargoon over there at 1428 stock. You put up 1,000 and get 20% on your money for 10 months of your time. Willing to pay $8.01 for GameStop? Wow. There are people here who bought in the money options for more than $8, deep in the money options, and have been writing on them and taking in much more than $8. Fascinating. Dude, find your window and take it. Alberto, strike above average, safe. There you go. Can I say, kids, there are some crazy trades out there. There are some opportunities to take some serious money off the table. All over the map. Rocket Lab is green again, 492.5. It's the first stock to turn green in this down market. Spire is only down 26 cents. SoFi is down 18. We're not getting shellacked here, you know. This is interesting. Very interesting. One, I had to write the 10 contracts on SoFi for $1.39 premium. I could not do that. Marie, SoFi is participating in an investor conference on Feb 26. I'm hoping it'll pop then. Well, we'll see. Susan, that stock, ARM, makes basic chips. NVIDIA, AMD, they buy. They just had their earnings. It was great. My hunch, NVIDIA will have a great earnings as well. There you go, Susan. There you go. Credit put spreads. There's where you want to be then. Alberto, Juan. Wait, what? Expiry strikes of 10? What? Z Estate coin is 1182. Dude, NVIDIA put spreads. Yeah, baby. NVIDIA put spreads. Yeah. Nice and easy peasy. There you go. AI 2908 down 96. Rocket Lab up 4 now, 493. SoFi 836 at the moment. The low of the day on SoFi today, 8. Is that accurate? Hang on, 8. Where are we at here? We're at 8. Wait a minute. Hang on. Yeah, 837 right now. The low of the day on SoFi 827. There we go. 837 is where we're at on 11 million volume on SoFi. Okay. I'll get it together. Don't worry. It'll take me an hour, but I'll get it figured out. Spire down 20 cents. Uber down 250 at 78.86. GameStop at 14.32. The volume today 319,000 on GameStop. Rocket Lab 494.5, up 5.5 now. The volume 2.16 million. Earnings on Feb 27. 11 days from earnings on Rocket Lab. AI 29.11 down 93. The spiders are down 226. The Qs are down 390. Apple down 185. Enphase down 84. AMD is down 245. Adobe down $22 today. Little profit taken over there. Netflix down 13.94. Nvidia's up 240 at $729. Tesla down 150. Matterport down a nickel. SmartRent down a dime. Owens Corning is up 42 cents. ATIP up a penny. Unity down $1.04. Google down 163, and Moderna down $2.50. Cisco down 26 cents. Pfizer down 7. IBM down 9 cents. HBQ down 22 cents. Microsoft down 221. ME is down a tenth of a penny at 81.1. Amazon 231 lower. Home Depot down 51 cents. Vanik Semiconductors down 89 cents. Goldman Sachs down 44. Boeing down 165. Meta down 12.70 today. Target up a penny. JP Morgan down 72. Costco down 3.96. Walmart is up 47 cents. Disney down 86 cents. American Airlines down 22. AMC down 19.8 cents on AMC. DraftKings down 97 at 43.48, and Royal Caribbean down 155 at 116 a share. There you go. All right, a couple of quotes for you. Down 106 on the Dow. We're improving, actually. I do think we're improving. Coin 1182. Okay. Sorry, Alberto. It's the $8 wrote the 10 contracts for October 2024. Dude, Coin had a nice beat, expecting to do well next quarter as well. If you're in there, just a heads up. Alberto. Oh, okay. Oh, had me searching the chain right there. There you go. We've got Rocket Lab at 491-ish, 92, up 2.3 cents. The Dow is off 109, and the S&P down 20, NASDAQ down 123. Oil up just 19 cents. Okay. There was a report out today about what some of the largest hedge funds have been buying. They had to make a report through SEC filings by yesterday. These are the year-end reports. These are positions that these guys had at the end of the year. So they're 45 days behind reality. And they show their end-of-the-year positions so you can see what happened from the end of November to the end of December. We don't know where they're at now. What you also can't see and won't know is of all the option positions they have, calls and puts, you don't know the strikes. You don't know what they paid for these contracts. And no reports necessary for short positions. You have no idea whether they're long 100,000 shares of company A and are short a whole bunch of stocks that are convertible into this thing, or they're sitting on a zillion puts that are more than the stocks they got. You don't know. It is a black hole of mystery. The SEC allows them to get away with it. That is the reality, to get away with deception. And it doesn't protect a single damn investor whatsoever. And so the SEC is in collusion with these huge hedge funds to allow them to say whatever the hell they want. I mean, they declare their long positions, but nothing else. And so the rest of the world is clueless as to what multi-trillion-dollar fund investors are doing and how they're manipulating markets. You don't get to see it. And the SEC allows them to do it without making the changes. Incredible. There you go. But when in retail investors pool together their dough and start buying a company like GameStop and other meme stocks, and they go up in value dramatically, oh, Congress has to get involved now. Oh, we got to have an investigation here about who's doing what. Because you sure as hell can't have small investors making money. Only the hedge funds and big institutionals are supposed to make the money. Of course, option writers will say, hey, doesn't matter to me. I'll take the money this way, and I don't have to guess what these guys are doing. I'll just react. Thank you. You tell me. Show me what your game plan is by moving the market. I'll play it that way. Thank you very much. Okay, Yaroshi, time to roll down my call credit spreads on Adobe. Aurora, number 159. Good morning, Bruce. Your thumbs ups meter is growing. You're going to hit 200 today. Thank you, Aurora, for helping that as well. We're down only 85 on the Dow now. We're coming back up a bit here. Like I said, we're a buy wave around the corner all day long today. We're up 5.5 on Rocket Lab now. We're only down 11 on SoFi. It's 842. It's going higher. There you go. Okay. There you go. Yeah, if you were a hedge fund, would you want the world to know what you're shorted? And if you did, you'd want to wait 60 days. Every 60, I'll report 60 days after I make the trade. How about that? So that you're long gone by the time the street found out what you did. The shenanigans are unbelievable. The billions of dollars in these PACs, the millions are going to these congressmen and senators to bribe them to make sure that when they're on the banking committee and on the investment committees, they don't make any changes and they keep the SEC in line so that those SEC bastards don't make us reveal what we're doing. It's incredible how Americans and world investors are getting screwed by these guys. It is incredible. There you go. What can I say? What can I say? It is what it is. Welcome to the party, pal. 493 on Rocket Lab. 494. Go Rocket Lab. What do we got here? Down 26 on Spire. We're down 73 on the Dow. S&P is only down 18. NASDAQ down 118. We're coming back. GameStop down 18 cents. SoFi down 9 now. Rocket Lab 494, 495. AI down 83 cents coming on. Apple down 155. Enphase is only down 46 cents. Very interesting. Netflix and Adobe are getting hit today. Adobe down $27 and Netflix down 14. The Adobe shares are at the low of the day, 562 right now. And Netflix at 578. They're $1 off their low, away from their lowest low. NVIDIA holding a 294 gain still. Tesla down just 61 cents. 199.84. What else? Unity down 64 coming on. Actually, Google is down 150. Moderna down $2. It's climbing. Cisco down 37. Pfizer's green up 2 cents. IBM down 19 cents. HPQ down 14. Microsoft down 230. Amazon down 179. It's climbing right now. Home Depot's plus 31. Goldman is plus 67. It's turned right around. Goldman was down to 380.90, 380.94. It's now 386. A $5 pop in the up direction on Goldman, like a fast one. It's running right now. Goldman is running. JP Morgan is down 51 cents. It got down to 178.20. It's 179.30. It's coming on right now. So banks are moving up. Does that mean SoFi is going better? It's down 9 at 844. And we're up 6.5 now in Rocket Lab. 495.5, going back to $5. Okay. Giddy up. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, you have a new lurker. My CPA asked what the hell I was doing. I told him to watch you. My CPA notices I have all this money in my account and all these trades and all these gains. What are you doing? I watch this guy on YouTube, and we make money writing options. Susan Shop says, cash secured put and credit spreads are dream come true at Fidelity. They hold my cash collateral on my cash secured puts in money market, earning 5%. And the premium received on rights, I earned 5% on that too. I'm earning money doing nothing. It's okay. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, I closed out my June 710 portion of my Adobe Condor. An $800 profit. Not Julia Roberts money, but it fits great in my pocket, you know. I'm going to rewrite when it bounces back up. There you go. Alberto, he's working on my taxes right now. You're putting this guy to work. Right on, buddy. Yeah, well, that's when the skeptical accountants go, whoa, 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 you're making all kinds of money here. What are you doing? Where did you learn to do this? I know you. I've known you for years. Where'd you learn this? Something's changed. You're up to something. Who are you collaborating with here? Brian, SoFi coming back to the battleground at 850. There you go. We're on, Brian. 842 down 11. We'll see. We'll see if SoFi can break it up there. Marie, congrats, Charlie. Well done, sir. Giddy up, kids. Way to go, kids. Dow is down just 88. We were down, 200? We're down 88 now. Okay. Spire's back up over, Uber is back over 79, actually. Uber got down to 78.40. It's now 79.16. Uber's coming back up again. Isn't that interesting how that works? I wonder if it's going to have an update today on Uber. SoFi, 843, up down a dime now, 843 on SoFi. GameStop down 14. Rocket Lab is up 6. GameStop is now only down 11, by the way. GameStop just popped. SoFi's volume, by the way, 12.5 million, not heavy. And GameStop's volume at 14.40 a share now, 375,000. And at 495 on Rocket Lab, 2.3 million today. Being bought up. It's just being gobbled up. AI down 70 here, 29.34. Apple down 144 a share. Enphase green up 17 cents after bottoming at 133 today. It's 136.50. It's green right now. Nvidia's green. Tesla is green. Owens Corning is green. Pfizer is unchanged, going green. Home Depot is up 30 cents. Goldman is up 40. Target up 71. Walmart up 57. We got green arrows beginning to show up here and there. Coin up $20 today to 185. Wow. Yeah, it is what it is, kids. This market is on a lot of volatility here because it's the option expiry day for the third Friday of Feb. It's a very busy day. Next month's third Friday is March. Triple, quadruple witching hour coming up March, third Friday. Watch out for that. Interesting. Charlie says thanks, but the thanks definitely goes to Uncle Bruce. He helped me fix a defective looking right on Adobe credit calls that expired today. Giddy up, baby. John. Good morning, everybody. Hi, John Harpster. Good morning, sir. Robert Benson got a 131 SoFi October $8 put. Taking the money off the table from innocent victims. It's incredible. How do you live with yourself, Robert? Quite well. I think that's what it is. I get it. Yes, you're doing just fine. Love it. 844 on SoFi, down 9 cents. 495 on Rocket Lab, up 6. Market's coming a little better. We're down 14 on S&P. We're down 89 on NASDAQ. The Dow's off 85, 86 points. These markets are 5 minutes away from going green if they want to go green. There's nothing here to hold them back. Just a matter of whether it's going to happen or not. Let's see what gives. What's the deal? The market just has to buy into the fact that this year interest rates will stay flat and they could go down next year, but we need to see evidence of a better inflation environment. We'll have to wait that one out. Okay. Robert is saying, I just got 133 SoFi October $8 put. Taking money, just stealing money. Love this. Spire's only down 16 cents. It's coming back on. 11.74 on Spire. It got down to, what was it? Lowest? 11.58. It's now 11.74. It's come back up. 18,000 traded. Multiplied by 8. Pre-split numbers. 120,000 shares. Very quiet, but climbing back up. Uber 79.27 down 212. SoFi down a dime. GameStop down 12. Rocket Lab up 6.5 cents. Giddy up, kids. Here we go. Enphase just down 2 cents. Yeah. Nvidia is now up 750. Just jumped $5. Nvidia just jumped $5. Okay. Interesting markets. Okay. The last thumbs up number I had was 154. Now I'm showing 168 thumbs up. So 14 more have come through here in the last few minutes. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. Keep them coming in if you can. And we're 32 away from 200 thumbs ups. How about that? This is great. Thank you all. Welcome to the party, everybody. Thank you all. And there you go. By the way, Alberto and Charlie, I think you made donations yesterday on my PayPal account. I thank you for that. We were supposed to get apple pie at Costco. And surprise, we went to Costco yesterday. No apple pie. So and maybe after the weekend, but there were none available. But it's all right. We still have a huge cherry covered cheesecake. I got like half of that to work off of. So we'll work that down, and we'll see what happens on Monday, Tuesday. But we did put other stuff in the cart. Don't worry about that. We hit the cart. Jen actually bought some. She bought some beer. She bought beer because she took her last pill from her prescription for her operation. She's off all medication now. So starting today and tomorrow, she can enjoy a cool one, and she will be. So there you go. And she says, Alberto and Charlie, thank you very much for helping her pick up a case of beer, a case of Briskies. Apple pie, beer. What are you going to do? One way or the other. Giddy up. Bobby just completed the NVIDIA trade alert from yesterday. I did the 510, 530 puts right on. Very safe if those are the ones you did. I think we talked about $600 puts, but you're doing fives? Okay. Thanks to my luck, there's never apple pie available when it's needed, says Blair. John Sinclair, SoFi keeps banging its head on that 50 MA, 50-day moving average. Okay, got it. SoFi 838 down 15. Rocket Lab up 3 right now. Dow's down 130. A little sell wave coming through on the Dow for now. John, SoFi keeps going. Bobby, oops, 610, 630. Okay, those are the ones we talked about. Okay. All right, yeah, you're fine. You're good there. NVIDIA right now, 731.92. And you're writing 610 puts and buying 630 puts. Good stuff. Well done. Alberto, Bobby, cash grab, anti-gen anytime. Right on. Yeah, anti-gen, no problem. You get beer instead of apple pie. It's all good here. No problem at Alberto's world. She thanks all of you for your support of this channel. She got some beer. Ladies curling starts, I think, today. On Canadian TSN television. She'll be busy watching ladies curling the national championships. She's a happy camper. It's all good. Her hip is doing great. She's doing fantastic. We thank you all. Thank you all very much. All right, there you go. All donations are gratefully accepted and are being put to the right usage. No question whatsoever. All going to the right place. All right. Okay. Juan, Uncle Bruce, just checked your PayPal account and it isn't taking money. Please check today. It's Friday. I need to make a deposit for a Costco run. I'm having issues with my PayPal account. I don't know what it is. Let me take a look here. Try. If you want to make a PayPal donation, try that one right there. See if you can screenshot that or save it and see if you can make a donation there. I get people saying to me, I've been trying to send you a donation and I can't make one. It won't let me make a donation to you or something like that. I don't understand what's up with PayPal. I don't get it. So do let me know. It doesn't show me anything when I go to PayPal that there's an issue anywhere. So I'm confused because Alberto was able to do one. Charlie was able to make a PayPal donation yesterday, and some of you can't. I don't know what the deal is. I do not know what is what. But yeah, I'm watching for alerts all the time, and I thank you all who help out. Making money, helping out towards our Costco fund. I appreciate you for that. Okay. All right. Where am I here? I'm here. Back to here, and yeah, we'll just keep that up there. Corinne, I did the 6, 10, 30 NVIDIA puts too. I like these spreads. I think I like these spreads. There you go. 610, 630. Yeah, you got a month before they die. They could die worthless, and you can keep the entire spread. Or in the next week or two, you could have such a run on NVIDIA to the 780, 800 range. These will shrink down, and you'll score a lovely return. Brian, does anyone have poor man cover calls on AI? That might be my next position. Is anyone doing poor man cover call writing on AI shares? Good question from Brian. Guys, think about that. 29.13 is where we're at on the stock right now, down 91 cents today. I know there are people who do cash secured puts from time to time on AI. I think there are people who are doing poor man cover calls. And you can also do credit spreads. You can do credit spread trades on AI. You want to do puts, you might be down in the 2022 range, 2025 range, 25-15 range. I mean, however you want to, however spread you want. On the call side, you might be doing 35-45 or 40-50, depending how far out you want to go in time. Something to look into. Alberto, Juan, that's the way. Send this man a donation. Here it is. Boom. Beer for Auntie Jen just came in on PayPal. How about that? Who did that? Who did that? PayPal donation just came in. Thank you very much. Alex, thank you, my friend. Some beer money for Auntie Jen. Have a great weekend. Thank you, sir. Beer money for Auntie Jen from Greater Manchester. Thank you, sir. These folks know beer. The folks in Manchester know beer. Thank you. You know how essential to life this really is. This is a recovering surgery person, recovering from surgical implantation. They need beer. This is the miracle drug. After the Celebrex runs out and after the painkillers run out, it's time to lubricate with beer. Those hip joints don't lubricate themselves. Thank you, Alex. I sent you some beer money. I got it. Thank you. Beach Boy, here's something. Someone has to correct your Costco's mistakes. Beer is fine, but next time, go for some lemon pie, would you? Here's 30 shekels. Thank you, sir. Excellent advisory words from all of you. This is a cause I can get behind, says Alex. I can get behind this cause. Stephen Butler, number 177 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you. Robert, rolling my SoFi September puts to October with a 30% gain. Thank you very much. Put players, this is good stuff. Alberto, bingo, Rob. Alex, yeah, there we go. Thank you, guys, and thank you for this. Thank you, Beach Boy, and thank you all for your kind consideration of our Costco shopping needs. Absolutely, we thank you. Yes. We do enjoy popping in there and picking up a few items from time to time. Yes, indeed, it's all good. Of course, I got myself some caffeine-free Diet Coke yesterday, courtesy of Charlie and Alberto. Thank you. We were able to pick up some 2-liter bottles of that. And once in a while, Jen loves to pick up a little bit of the Buble bubbly mix drinks. She likes those. And we pick those off from time to time. She made me pick up some what was it? Some salsa. I had to pick up some salsa yesterday because salsa chips and beer and curling just kind of meld together. And so she got me going. I had to go in there, She was waiting in the car. She went out. She got out of the car to go into Costco, but she didn't get out of the car to go to Walmart. She let me do that myself. She waited in the parking lot, listened to some of her favorite tunes while I was running around in there. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you all. Appreciate you all. Here we go. Alberto, 1999 donation, apple pie and beer, and a cold slice of pizza after a night of pile dancing is the secret sauce right there to a good lifestyle. There you go. Thank you, sir. I can't argue with any of these points that are being made here. These are all very good, sound judgment points for a recovering surgery patient. Absolutely correct. Blair, salsa or guacamole, and the day is fulfilled. Bobby Bryant, I think BW has poor mind cover calls on an AI. One, it keeps not allowing me to wire it. Says this organization can't accept donations right now. It's been this way for 2 weeks for some of you. It upsets us to no end. I'm not sure how else to do it. I'm going to have to go in there and maybe give him a call on the 800 number. I don't understand it. You can always do these super chats, but yeah, we definitely get more of the SoFi money. Let's see, Marie, Canadian question here: do they sell beer at Costco in the States? Yes, in California. It depends what state you're in, but in California, we can waltz into our Rancho Mirage Costco and buy rum, vodka, Bailey's, beer, champagne, wine, everything. You can buy it all. Patman, here's a donation without any explanation. This is just a straight cash donation. Do whatever you want. Thank you, Patman. Works for me. There you go. Brian, right, a 630 puts you want the stock to stay above that, and you buy a put for 610, so you don't want the stock to go under that. I haven't learned spreads yet. I'm still smooth behind the brain. The reality is the 610.30 spread is you want the stock to stay over 630 overall. That's what you really want. So if you're going to write a 630 put, the 610 is your insurance to guarantee that you cannot lose more than the differential between the put at 630 and the put at 610. It's $20, $2,000 total risk minus the credit, $300-400 credit. That means you can't lose more than $1,600. Worst case scenario, stock goes below 610, below 610. But if the stock backs off to 670, 660, 650, you will roll those. You will roll them forward in time down to 590, 570, 580, 560, 550, 530. You will keep going ahead of the stock. If the stock wants to drop that much from 740 to 610, you'll just roll forward. You'll be fine. Karen, I have an AI poor man cover call that I wrote a while back. The long call is an AI 20 for Jan 2025, and the short is 37.50 December 24, which I rolled previously. Brian, Karen, AI poor man cover calls, are they making you money? Alberto, Patman, that's the way. Brian, use the premiums to buy the shares. There you go. You can do that too. There it is. Thank you all. From Patman Shades. Thank you very much. Thank you, Patman, for this. Thank you, Alberto, for this. Thank you, Beach Boy, for that. We got another donation that came in on PayPal. Another one did come through. Canadian donation from Alberto. Testing. Donation came through from our friend. Thank you, my friend Alberto. Thank you again for that PayPal donation. Some of you, are you having trouble sending me Canadian or American money? Try the other side and see if that makes any difference. Again, I do not know what the problem is at PayPal. Does PayPal give you a choice to send a donation that's not a donation? I don't know. Again, I don't know what the problem is. They drive me nuts. And I've been a PayPal user for years and years and years, and every once in a while there's glitches. Is there any reason why the stock on PayPal is under pressure? They're not getting their act together. There you go. Corinne, I made $5.34 each on those puts, on those calls. Juan, it has to be my fault. I just don't know, my friend. I just don't know. Alberto, PayPal will automatically convert. There's that. Big E, Uncle Bruce, will there be a Palm Springs postcard action this year? Don't know. We just haven't been out of the house very much because of the operation, because of the hip replacement. So we've been kind of locked in. We don't know. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. But a get together is being plotted. We're looking at the calendar now. We're thinking. We're scheming. We'll let you know when we know. You'll know. We'll see what we can do. The postcard thing, we were happy to do it last year. I think we did it last year, it's a bit of work. It's a bit of we got to go and get them. Then we gotta put them together. Then we gotta post them. We gotta get donations, get the addresses, write it all out, get to the post office, get them sent, and hope that none of them come back. Because we get some always that come back. Why? We don't know. They come back, and then we got to redo it, and it's painful. It's a pleasure to help you get them, but it's also painful because it's paper, post office, multi-stage stuff, time-consuming. I have no words to describe any more than that. Okay, but I thank you. I thank you very much. We're down 95 on the Dow, 16 on the S&P. We're down 112 on NASDAQ. There you go. Okay. Spire's only down 2 cents. We're about to go green on Spire. We're still down 218 on Uber. SoFi down 12. GameStop down 24. Rocket Lab is up 3. AI down 99. Apple down 92 cents. Enphase down 77. I mean, pennies. We have so many stocks that are down just pennies. Then we have AMD down 240. Adobe down 25.80. Netflix down 10. But these have had such a run. They're giving up a little ground. NVIDIA's up 430. Tesla down 180. ATIP is up a penny. Unity down 65. Google down $1.70. Moderna down $2. Cisco down 30 cents. Pfizer's up 20 cents. IBM up 92 cents. HPQ down 26. Microsoft down $1.50. Down 170 on Amazon. We're up 112 on Home Depot. We're up 19 cents on Vanik Semiconductors. Goldman up 76. Boeing down 220. Meta down 1098. Target up 140. JP Morgan down 79 cents. I mean, yeah, is this a sell-off? Disney's down 7 cents. Hello. Walmart up $1.04. Okay, so, that's the story. Okay, guys. 75-point drop, 72-point drop on the Dow. We're coming back up again. We could go right into positive territory here, right into the green. It's option expiry day. A lot of liquidity. Oil down 6 cents. It's given up all its gains today. S&P down 13. NASDAQ down 91. Okay. Okay, sliding in at the last minute, says Parker Ivy, how you doing? Alberto, Uncle Bruce, and Bagel Familia, may you all be blessed with health, love, and prosperity. Yes, in that order. Have a great weekend, Uncle Bruce, and all. Thank you, Alberto. Make the dinero and have fun with your accountant. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciate you. As always, thank you all who are here and how you support us. I love you guys. You're just the best. We're looking at the thumbs up meter now at 180. We're only 20 away from 200 thumbs ups. Thank you guys for coming through again and again and again. I thank you all very much. All right. Giddy up, folks. The thumbs ups are coming. 20 to go to 200 exactly. Just 20 away from 200 thumbs ups. Parker Ivy says, you too, Alberta, have a good one. Robert Benson, 20 thumbs ups to go. Splair, from me to you, have a great and relaxed weekend. Richard, neat, Batman, thumbs ups. Dude, $5 donation, Apple Pie Fund. Here we go, the Apple Pie Fund. We're kicking in towards that. Thank you, my friends. Thank you very much. I love it when you guys make money. Alberto, dude, that's the way. That's the way. There you go. Thank you, my friend. All appreciate it very much. I love those colored bars that come across from time to time. You guys are awesome. Thank you. We're up 4.5 on Rocket Lab at 493.5. SoFi down 7 cents. 845, 846 on SoFi. Taking another run higher here. 16.3 million volume. Very quiet on SoFi. This is not a heavy day at all. It just shows to me if we had a problem here, we would be down $1.50 on crazy volume. There's nothing trading, and it's down 7 cents. No problem here. Rocket Lab up 4. We're going higher on Rocket Lab. It's just going to hang around 490 to 5 for today, but watch out Monday. Watch out later today. Anytime. We could go further. Dude, here's another donation. This is the beer fund. We got the apple pie fund for $5. Here's a beer fund for $5. This is pretty good. Thank you, folks. You can pick whatever fund you want to contribute to. It's up to you. We're good. We're very open to any donations. Any way you want to do it through super chats. If you can do PayPal's, great. I made some extra cash the last 2 weeks, but I'm buying Robocop probably tomorrow. There you go, buddy. Well done. Giddy up, everybody. We are not looking at serious losses overall. Really, a couple of stocks are lower, but all in all, this market looks like it's being manipulated for option expiry Friday. That's what I see going on here. He's still missing the cold slice of pizza fund, laughing out loud, says Alberto. He's still missing that. It worked. Juan, you got it done. A PayPal donation came in. Juan, what did you do to make it work this time? Why? What did you do different to make the PayPal allow it to come through? What can you are you able to tell me? I have no idea. Thank you, my friend. Juan just made a donation here. Thank you, man. This is covering a beer, pizza, apple pie, and other items. Thank you, man. That's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Thank you to Alberto. Thank you to Alex. Thank you to Juan on PayPal. Dude on Super Chats. Thank you to Patman. Thank you to, of course, Alberto there. Beach Boy, thank you. All of you guys. If I've missed any, it's entirely my fault if I've missed anyone because I'm falling behind on messages. Thank you, guys. You guys are great. It's awesome sauce stuff. All right. Finally, I used Google instead of Microsoft. Wow. Isn't that something? Robert, I tried to donate, but my computer says this organization can accept. Yeah, apparently if you're using Google like Juan did, it won't work. He used Microsoft. I don't know. Is it a server thing? I don't get it. Robert, I don't know, if you're technologically able to do it another way, great. Splair, Uncle Bruce needs a slice of pizza. Splair or a Diet Coke. Juan, we're so glad to have you around. Thank you, man. I appreciate this. We love you guys. You guys are just absolutely awesome. Thank you. These pile up. I mean, that's the beauty of them is they add up because of how many there are of you, and that's the difference. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, have a restful 4-day weekend. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. A little bit of In-N-Out money, a little bit of hot dog at Costco money. Maybe we'll go to Carl's Jr. money. Thank you. It's all good. We will find places Good, solid American places that these dollars can go to. We promise. Fabulous. Rocket Lab up 7.8 cents, 496.8 on Rocket Lab. SoFi down 8 now. GameStop only down 19 cents. The Dow down 70. It's coming around. It's coming around. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, everyone. Alberto, Lorraine, Bingo. Bingo. One, browsers make a difference. There. Thank you, guys. Any of you who are trying to make a donation on PayPal and you're having an issue, are you able to use another browser? I mean, I don't know this stuff. Okay, I'm just a YouTuber desperately trying to stay technically advanced on what's going on. Dude, be reaching out for a one-on-one coming in April, sir. Time to rip this thing into higher gear. Going to need someone in my corner, rock and roll, dude. Splair, Lorraine, you are counting today, or have I missed that? Tuesday is off as well. Yeah, we're whatever. It's a 3-day weekend. We'll take it. Batman, watch the carb loading with the zebra and pie. As Splair, I fear they end up the next IKEA store for a meal because it's looking so fancy, like the one in Denmark. We love IKEA. The problem is we don't have one here. The nearest IKEA is towards Los Angeles, and it's about an hour and a half each way. And with Jen and the hip, we're not going that far from the house. We'll drive within about 10 minutes from here, from home, and that's about it. We're still, every bump is tender. We don't. Yeah, Highway 10 is a big highway, but it's got that ka-chunk, 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 those concrete slabs on 10, and your car goes ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. We can't do that right now. No, not yet. Ed is here. Thumbs ups. Batman. Zebra year equals IPA beer. Oh, okay. Sell my house. Rocket Lab has already been over 5 today. It has, and it might do it again. I'm sure it will. 497.5, 497.9, 498. Here we go. We're about to go to 5 again on Rocket Lab. We're up and we're going higher. Down 16 on Spire. Down just 7 on SoFi. We could be up over 850 on SoFi at any time. Watch for that. Lorraine, guys, I am busy doing my rollovers. I know you miss me on Discord. I'm staying in my lane. I don't want to be distracted. There you go. It's all good. That's the secret. Discipline. Yeah. Sprayers thought they were everything after I seen, was it Flaked? Netflix? Someone running with an IKEA bag through LA, but there are USA typical distances, as it seems. Again, what can I say? In Calgary, we love going to our IKEA store. We have several in Calgary. 2 I know of. Might be a third one going up. But anyway, yeah, Calgary, we know we can get meatballs and mashed potatoes and gravy. It's great. Yeah. But I also love buying the meatballs at IKEA, just the frozen meatballs. Buy 2 bags at a time, and then I have them at home whenever I want. Love it. Priced right, too. Good deal. Tasty. Fantastic. Anyway, what can I say? Thank you all so much. We're only down 65 on the Dow. We're climbing still. We're climbing. Coming higher. 847 on SoFi. Down 6 now. We're up 497, 498 on Rocket Lab. Look at that, kids. Yeah, the meatballs are everywhere. Yes, they are. Very popular. Very popular meatball. Here at Trader Joe's, down here in the States, they have the meatballs here, the Italian-style meatballs, and then you can buy the Alfredo noodles with the cheese. Get that package. It's like $5, and then $5 for the meatballs, and you produce the noodles in one dish, and then you microwave the meatballs first to get them softened up, and then you fry the meatballs in butter. Yeah. You melt butter in a skillet, and then you take those nuked meatballs, put them into the frying pan, and stir those to crisp them up on the outside in butter. Ooh, and then you add all that on the side. You have your fettuccine noodles with the sauce, cheese on the plate on this side. And on this side, you got those meatballs over there. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good $10 meal for 2 people with leftovers. Yeah, Trader Joe's. We could always start a Trader Joe's fund. There you go. The meatballs are everywhere, Blair. Even at the workers' lunchroom. That's right. Meatballs are everywhere. North Americans love meatball subs. Meatball subs at the Subway, very popular, with the tomato sauce on top, or just cheese, or everything. It's incredible. We love it. Yeah, thanks for this idea. Says Blair, well done at home, done by your own. That sounds delicious. Thanks for the idea. Second good one of the idea. We do the same thing with meatballs from IKEA. We'll nuke them up, get them nice and hot in the microwave. Then we pan fry them in butter and crisp them on the outside. Oh yeah, and with deep, extra wide, broad noodles, we'll cook those up, and then have either an Alfredo cheese sauce on the noodles or a marinara sauce, and then add the meatballs on top of the marinara sauce. Oh, poor man, covered call, eating right there. That is good time eating. Absolutely, that's heaven. That's just heaven. That's cheap eating and delicious. Yes. Cooking with Uncle Bruce in plain English. That's right. You don't have to spend zillions of dollars to eat well. This can be done. That's why we so appreciate these donations. We just pick up all kinds of good stuff here. Where do you think all this comes from? Don't forget the ice cream fund. There's also that. Vanilla premium ice cream at Costco plus organic chocolate sauce from Trader Joe's. What a combination. Oh, man. The cheesecake. Oh, my gosh. Also, we're at $4.99.5 on the Rocket Lab. Also, the tuxedo cake at Costco. In Canada, we have the tiramisu, Costco tiramisu, the logs of that stuff. Oh, my God. Good Lord. Butter, ketchup, bagels, says Blair. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, I need to know when the California meet and greet will take place. I will be flying out. I'll let you know when I know. But we think April. We're thinking April, just as a month. I don't know what weekend, but we're thinking it. We'll keep you posted. Give you as much warning as we can so you can make it, and we'll get together. Yeah, that'll be great. Just fabulous. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Okay, Garrett, there it is, kids. Thank you, everybody. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for being part of the show today. I appreciate you all. Let's see. Vanik Semiconductors news just came out. I'm not sure if this is true or on these guys or not. Vanik agrees to pay $1.75 million to settle SEC charges of failure to disclose influencer role in Dave Portnoy-backed ETF. I don't think it has anything to do with the ETF that we're talking about here. That was called the Buzz ETF, B-U-Z-Z. And I don't know. I have no idea. But it's one of those SEC enforcement actions. Okay, great. You're just hurting the investors, nobody else. Thank you, SEC. I don't know. See what's going on. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today from around the world. Friday, Feb 16, 2024. It's so great to having you with us. I hope you're making nothing but money today. Please get richer and richer and richer. Thank you for these donations today. Juan, Alberto, Alex on PayPal. Thank you. Thank you for figuring it out with a different browser. Thank you for letting me know that that's how you did it. Appreciate this. Because I've had other people ask, I can't send you a donation. How do I do it? Now I have an idea. Well, I'll suggest this. Maybe this will work for you. Thank you all. Thank you for these super chats that have come through today. Lorraine, thank you. Dude, for the first one, the second one. Thank you. Thank you also to Patman's donation today. Thank you, Alberto, of course. Beach Boy, thank you for that super chat donation, and all the others that were made earlier in the week. And if I missed anybody, it's entirely my fault. Thank you for being a member for 30 months, Patman. Thank you for that message. Debbie B, member for 32 months. Dude, member for 17 months. Thank you guys for all of these notifications and everything in between. It's just absolutely fabulous. Have a great long weekend, everybody. Get richer time and time again. Take the dough from these people. Thank you, Splair. Thanks for an enjoyable week. Have a great long weekend. Mandu number 5. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. We'll see you all here on Tuesday morning. Pre-market at 8 o'clock for the Gold Bagel members right there. 8:30 for all of you out there. And thanks again. Rocket Lab, $5 right now. 501 right now. 501 on Rocket Lab. Giddy up, kids. The high of the day was 508. We could go even higher today. 2.7 million traded on Rocket Lab. SoFi, 852. There's no barrier at 850 on SoFi. 853 now on SoFi, unchanged. 19 million traded. There was nothing there to stop this stock. Nothing. We're at 853 on your SoFi. Going higher on your SoFi, kids. One, you know what's going on. Isn't this fun? I like this game. Rocket Lab would like that Uncle Bruce stays longer. $5 to 501, 852, 853 on SoFi. GameStop 1432, AI 29.28, Uber 79.39, Aspire down 3 cents. That's it. Just down 3 on Spire. We're going higher. Splair, $5 is a proof of that fact, but it won't happen, I believe. Thank you, everybody. Make money, kids. Enjoy your cash-secured puts, your deep in money covered calls, your out of the money covered calls, I should say, your deep in the money calls, and your poor man covered writing. Thank you for doing, moving your credit spreads, your puts and calls. Way to get your positioning in there. Giddy up, everybody. If you have any questions, send me an email. You need a one-on-one, let me know, and we'll see when we can get together for a one-on-one that works for you. We'll set it up and help you take your account to the next level. Quit this day job. Get rid of this crap career. Forget about it. Make it your own world, your own life. Travel the world. See the rest of the planet. Visit friends and relatives at your leisure. Take your account with you with your phone. Change your life forever. Thank you for taking the classes, and thank you for recommending my channel to other people out there. You guys are awesome. Have a good long weekend, everybody. Thank you, Larry Titus. Thank you, Splair, Juan, Melvin, Mandu, Alberto. Thank you, D.H. Ruda. Thank you, Lorraine, Patman, Ed, Dude, Juan. Thank you, Juan. Alberto. Thank you, Beach Boy. Robert Benson, of course. Susan Shops, thank you. Thank you, Flint Creek. Thank you, Richard Carlin. Robert Parker, Ivy, thank you. Big E, thank you. Karen, thank you. Brian, just thanks to everybody, and have a great one. Get some rest in there. Get scheming. Keep your eye open on this channel. You never know when I pop something up. And we'll talk to you next week about trying to make you richer. Simple as that. There's nothing to it. Neat from Juan and the Big E and Deep Value and Richard. Neat, Alex. Neat. Don't forget the knee emojis. Thank you all so very much. And the thumbs up count now. Where are we at on the thumbs up meter? One last look. We're at thumbs ups number 184. We're getting better and more better and more better on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, everybody. Here we go. Neat. Emoji time. There they are. There we're going. We're coming across. Brian, 100 shares of AI is about $29.20. January 2026, $15 strikes going for $14.20. 90.10 is about $16.15. Yeah, can't buy that $16.15 yet. Got to get a better deal than that. Just be patient and wait for it to come to you. Buy 2 deep in the monies for the cost of 100 shares. That's pretty good. Yeah, you could. I mean, you could do it and then write the 2 calls and bring in some bucks. You can write short-term calls too that expire in the next 2 or 3 months instead of down the road. Melvin, neat. Here we go. Giddy up, everybody. Knee emoji time. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Neat. There you go. Larry Titus, thumbs ups for Bruce. Thank you, everyone. We are pushing the thumbs up meter as hard as we can at 184 last peak. We're now at 184. We're still there. Can't buy a thumbs up. ARM is getting the SEC violation. Something about pushing shipments forward to hit the recent quarter. There you go. Who knows? Whatever. The SEC always there to take money from investors. Giddy up, everybody. We're helping investors. SMC says, dude, it's not ARM. It's SSMC. Okay. Thank you all. See you folks Monday for some more fun and see if we can get you richer. Okay, everybody. Thank you, guys. All the best, and bye for now.